black and white.
What is up, guys? That College Gamer here. Welcome to Let's Chat Gaming number 23. So it's been a few weeks since, we have done one of these Let's Chat Gamings, and, we're going to be pumping these out over the next several months more consistently, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys for the continued support. The channel is up and to the right now, so that is fantastic. We're seeing some growth, so thank you to everybody who has supported the channel and the brand and all that. I appreciate it a lot. So in this Let's Chat, I want to talk about the Zelda DLC, the Trial of the Sword, and my thoughts on whether the DLC is worth it. Is it worth spending the money on the DLC? Is your $20 in fact justified? So we're going to start this video off. I'm going to show you a couple of things that are included in the DLC. So let's start off. You get some awesome gear that you can, find in different chests across Hyrule, all over the place. They're kind of, you read clues and then you kind of have to figure out where they are based on the clues, which I think is awesome. It doesn't just put it in your inventory. You actually have to go do something and, defeat guardians or revisit a shrine area that's very difficult. So that aspect is very cool. So I'm going to run through what you get once you get what you can unlock, I should say, once you go through these awesome things. So the first one is Majora's Mask. So you can unlock Majora's Mask in this game, which is amazing. I mean, you can literally, my favorite part of Majora's Mask is that it lights up, so at night it makes just amazing. Wait, these are rubber. I'm trying to show you guys the amazing. If you put this on with Radiant gear, okay, obviously I messed that up, but if you put this on with Radiant gear, it looks awesome at night. It just glows and it's amazing. So the first thing, there you have it, Majora's Mask. That alone is just amazing. I'm a huge Majora's Mask fan. The next one, you got Midna's Helmet. Another great, I guess, great addition to this, I guess is the right word, is Midna's Helmet. Fantastic piece. Obviously, I'm a huge Twilight Princess fan, if you guys don't know already. The next one, you get a Tingle outfit, which is kind of goofy. So you can be Tingle. Can't say it's my favorite, but it's kind of funny running around as Tingle. I mean, look at him. And then the last one, you've got the Phantom gear. You can run around in the Phantom armor, in the gear, and it just looks amazing. There's no other way to say it. So, right now, I would say, yeah, it's pretty cool having all this stuff, right? I mean, all the gear is very cool. So, but that's just the tip of the iceberg with Trial of the Sword. Obviously, the big selling point of this DLC is the actual Trial of the Sword. So, we're gonna enter the Trial of the Sword right here, and it's where you get the Master Sword. You have to have it to unlock this DLC, which is a given. So you put it back in, and the whole goal of this is to unlock the true power of the Master Sword. Spoiler alert, it makes your sword more powerful. Everybody already knows that. Basically, think, when you're in Hyrule Castle and the true power of the sword comes out, you get that all the time. That's what it does. So what is the Trial of the Sword? Trial of the Sword is similar. Well, let's start with this. It is a I guess, a battle mode where you face 50 waves of enemies, 50 different levels, unique of one another. You start with absolutely nothing, as you can see. And you pick up weapons, you pick up food, you pick up different, armor and things like that to become stronger as you go through. You lose all of your armor, you lose all that. If you die, you go back to the beginning to level 1. Side note, I have not beaten Trial of the Sword yet. I'm like at level 15 is my max because I've been on and off this game, and my fighting ability is not to where it was back in the April time frame. So I'm going to run through the first level here just to kind of show you what it's all about. So you can pick up a tree branch. Looks like there's another one right here. But as you can see, we've got some enemies right there. And in order to clear this level or trial, this is level 1, you have to beat these enemies. And as you can see, I just dropped my sword. Or my tree branch, I should say. Oh! So he's got a shield. The other one's got a piece of an axe, it looks like. We'll take that, and then we'll defeat him. And then when you defeat all the enemies, the next room will open. So it's much like the Wind Waker challenges, where I don't recall the actual name, but pretty much you go through a bunch of waves of enemies, and you keep falling through the little hole, and you keep going down and down and down, and at the end you get a heart piece. So it's the same concept. It is a very fun concept. You can still use your bombs in this and stuff like that. So it is cool. It is a very cool concept. So let's talk about now that you've seen what a trial looks like, and obviously they're going to get harder and harder as time goes on. Is it worth the $20? That's the question here. Is it worth $20? Let's put it like this. If they release the Trial of the Sword as a standalone DLC that is $20 and that is all you get, nothing in the future, I would argue that the Trial of the Sword alone and the masks and the gear that you get is not worth $20. Okay? Think about that. That is 1/3 the price of the actual game that we all paid, right? We all paid $60, give or take. It's 1/3 the price. Now, here is why I think it is justified, and here is why I would recommend you purchasing it if you have not done so already. So, here we are in level 2, by the way. Here's why it is. Because with the Zelda DLC, at least for 2017, you get access to the DLC that is coming out later this year. Which is in, I don't think it's been officially announced yet, the actual date, but it comes out at, probably Q4. It's not going to come out in October. If you think about it, you've got Odyssey coming out. There's no way they are going to, I guess, bring it out while that is still a thing, right? So, here's why it's justified. In Q4, sometime in Q4 this year, we're going to have the Champions Ballad DLC, which is coming out. And they've already leaked a trailer for it and leaked info about it and things like that. And supposedly, it's supposed to include like another dungeon. It's supposed to include, a much bigger DLC experience than the Trial of the Sword was. So another dungeon, there's going to be another... oh god, see, he's got an arrow. You can get a bow and arrow right in this level. So based on that, and based on okay, let's put it like this. The combination of Trial of the Sword and Champion's Ballad is totally justified for $20. Everybody needs a reason to jump back into this game. A lot of us, the hardcore Zelda fans who got this day one, or a lot of Switch fans, I should say, just no life this game when it came out. And then they haven't had a real reason to jump back in the game. So I think releasing 2 DLCs and one asking price is a genius move, because it's going to get people playing the game in July, August. Well, July has already passed, but playing the game when this came out, which was July, to August, September, and then they're going to re-jump in probably in the November timeframe. So that is perfect timing. Gives people a break from the action, and then they can relive their Breath of the Wild journey, and then start a new one as well in November. So that, I think, is awesome. It gives you a reason to play the game. There's dungeons coming out in the future. But yeah, I mean, the big selling point here was Trial of the Sword got me to play Zelda again. Okay? I took like a 2-month break, and then this DLC came out, and I played it probably a solid 20 hours, and I've loved every second of it. So I definitely recommend getting it, because you do get the Champion's Ballad. It is completely justified. So from that aspect, I would say go for it. So yeah, tell me in the comments what you think of the Trial of the Sword. Or, do you think the price is justified? Are you going to pick it up? Basically, are you going to pick up the DLC in general? So yeah, let us know in the comments. Click the links in the description below. There's tons of stuff as I run away, so I don't get blown up. Yeah, tons of links in the description below. Make sure you check them out. Twitch. Make sure you check out Geeksies. I think something's going to pop up somewhere on this video at some point. It's my new apparel brand. Make sure you check that out. I would really appreciate it. I think there's some stuff you guys would really love in there. But yeah, if you like the video, make sure you drop a like. I would really appreciate it. And hope to see you guys on the next Let's Chat Gaming. There's going to be more very soon, so stay tuned as I run for my life. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.